What's good, family? Is your boy Lockworker, is your boy Nelson. We're back again straight off this time. You directly, you know what to do. Lock in, tune in, tap in, smack the like button. What's good, family? If you're new to this family, this is Living Waters. On this channel, we stand up for truth. It's God's counsel as a lifestyle. So do all the press the subscribe button if you're standing for real. Press the like button if you're standing for truth. What's good, family? Hope we're winning, hope we're slaying our goals, becoming our greatest version every single day, sharing up to life unapologetically, family. Okay, so they'll be talking about chosen ones. This video is actually exclusively for the chosen ones, genuine chosen ones. Okay, if you're a chosen one, okay, I want you to understand this truth. You're not born to fit in. Okay, chosen ones are not born to fit in. To fit in means to conform to the status quo, to the norms of society, your family. You are born to go against the tide, to go against the flow, to go against the norm, family. We need to understand this truth. I read about a farmer who took the egg of an eagle and raise this eagle alongside with the chicken. Okay, this chicken, this eagle and chicken, they all grew together, and the eagle begins to conform to the lifestyle of the chicken, begins to scratch the ground to feed, begin to feel comfortable living as a domestic bird. Okay, this eagle begins to learn the lifestyle of the chicken, doing everything alongside with the chicken. Okay, all grew together. Okay, we need to understand this truth. So most of the time, the flying eagle comes up on the sky, and all the chicken runs for safety, runs disappear into hiding, into safety. Even the eagle that was raised with the chicken joined the chickens also to run for safety, to hide for safety. Okay, this happened for a long time until this eagle that has been nursed with the chicken begins to notice his future and the one that appears on this in the sky, that they're almost having the same futures. Okay, when the flying eagle appear another time, all the chickens disappear into hiding, but this eagle that was raised with them decide to stand, decide not to run. And one surely day, the same thing happened. This chicken, they all run for safety, but this eagle has chosen to actually stand. So the flying eagle noticed and actually calmed down to the eagle that is raised in the chicken pen, and they identified themselves and they flew out of the chicken pen, family. This is actually a story that can illustrate best on what I'm trying to talk about. As a chosen one, you might be like an eagle in a family, which everyone is not striving for greatness, which everyone is just living normally, living with anything goes, living just loosely. Okay, as an eagle, you might be hiding, you might have forgotten your true identity, you might even have lost your identity, your true nature, just by living around people, by living in an environment, living in a society. But it's time to actually it's time to recognize your nature. It's time to identify who you are, that you're not born to be in the chicken pen. You're born to soar. You're born to soar high. You're born to fly. You're not born to remain on the ground. Okay, you need to understand this truth. Every chosen one, genuine chosen one, you are the square peg. You are the square peg and a circle, family. We need to understand this truth. You're not born to fit in. Chosen ones are not born to fit in with the cultures, with the norms, with the trend, whatever is going on in the society. That's why most of the time, all genuine chosen ones are always alone. And being alone is actually a great benefit, family. We need to understand this truth. As chosen one, you'll find yourself more alone. And being alone is actually a great benefit because you are those rare souls that don't necessarily need the crowd to actually get along. Okay, you crave solitude to actually strive and thrive. Okay, we need to understand this truth. You crave solitude to thrive, to strive and thrive, family. We need to understand this truth. Those rare breeds that maintains, that love the mountaintop to actually find out who they are, family. We need to understand this. So as chosen one, you know that there is a different world within you than the illusion your five senses are actually picking up, family. There's a different world inside of a genuine chosen one. We need to understand this truth. Chosen one, you are called to be set apart. You are called to set a new standard, to go against the grain, to actually live a life beyond this mediocre lifestyle, family. We need to understand this truth. A genuine chosen one, you're not born to fit in. You're not born to fit in with the mundane, boring routine, the 9 to 5 routine. You're born to live life at your own pace, be your greatest version, okay, and create the life of impact, making the world better than you met it. You need to understand this truth. Every genuine chosen one, you need to understand the fact that you ought to create your own reality than the lies given to you by society, the lies handed over to you by society. You're meant to create your own reality, family. We need to understand this truth. Every genuine chosen person, genuine ones, these are people with mission and compass, not people who are going with the flow of what is happening around, the latest news, the latest trend, the latest music, movie, people, and all that. These are people who are consuming, they're always consuming and never finding who they truly are, never finding their purpose. Okay, but as a chosen one, you are in the world, but not of this world. These are two different things. You are in the world, but not living with the details, not living, you're presently in the world but not living according to the details the world offers to the masses, family. We need to understand this too. You're not living according to the standard of the world. You're not living according to the mass programming. You're programming your own self. You're living against the tides. You're living against the flow. Okay, indeed, it's actually a big blessing not to fit in. As a chosen one, you're always boring with the small talk, always talking. You're always boring with the small talk. What's happening on social media that has no value, that people can talk for so long, people can talk about it, details to details. As a chosen one, fitting in is getting lost in the crowd where you're meant to stand out. Family, we need to understand this truth. Okay, fitting in for a chosen one is actually getting lost in the crowd. It's getting lost in the chicken pen where you need to actually soar. You need to fly. You need to stand out unapologetically. We need to understand this truth. As a chosen one, you're not born to fit in. You need to know this and know peace, family. Okay, you need to be very okay with it. Okay, and this is your superpower. You are actually a light in a dark world, and God made you this way. You need to celebrate your individuality. As a chosen one, you need to appreciate your individuality. As a chosen one, you're not meant to fit in at all. Okay, you will understand this truth because you always find yourself alone. Being alone is actually a good thing. You'll find yourself alone doesn't mean you're alone, family. We need to understand this truth. You'll find yourself most time alone, and you are those rare souls that does not need the crowd to actually go along. Okay, you are those kind of souls that crave solitude to actually thrive and strive. Okay, we need to understand this truth, family. We need to understand this truth. Fitting in for a chosen one is getting lost in a chicken pen, forgetting your true identity to soar, forgetting your true nature as an ego to actually make news. Okay, fitting in into the world is making noise like a chicken but never leaving the ground. If you're fitting in into the society as a chosen one, you know that it's going to be very, very difficult for you. You're meant to stand out. You're born to stand out. It's actually a great benefit standing out. It's actually a great privilege. You are in the world, but not of this world, family. We need to understand this truth. Every chosen one, every genuine chosen one, you're not born to fit in. You're born to go against the grain. You're born to go against the tide. You're born to create a new pattern of life, to set a new pace, a new standard, family. Not you as a chosen one, you understand the fact that there's a different world within you than the lies handed over to you by society. You're to create your own reality, family. You're to create your own reality, family. We need to understand this truth. Being in the world and not of the world is two different things, family. You're in the world, presently in the world, but not living according to the details the world offers the masses, family. We need to understand this truth and be ready to stand out unapologetically, be ready to be who we are in at all time, to be ready to be who we are at all time, family. We need to understand this truth. This is our superpower. God made us this way, not to fit in, family. We are those rare breeds that don't fit in. We are the square peg in the circle, family. We need to understand this truth and own it to ourselves. We need to know this and know peace is a privilege from God, family. We need to understand this truth, so we need to appreciate our individuality. God made us a light in this dark world, family. So as a chosen one, you need to stand out. You need to be yourself unapologetically. You don't need to fit in because you will not even fit in, family. Even if you try to fit in, you will not fit in, family. This is real. This is key. So this is the message. You have a genuine chosen one. You need to understand this truth. You're not born to fit in. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to shine your light unapologetically. Peace and blessing. This is the message, man. If it resonates with you as a genuine chosen one, do well to press the like button, do well to press the subscribe button, and also do well to subscribe to the channel. Peace and blessing. Peace and abundance to you guys, man.